Hey guys, it's time for Weekly Weird News.
Despite living in a time where things previously thought impossible just decades ago are an everyday reality, men's most terrifying fear lingers, rearing its ugly head every time we put on pants too fast. Losing our dick and balls. But while you're still pretty much fucked if that happens to you, whether by injury or disease, there is some hope off on the horizon, thanks to a groundbreaking, successful, very strange surgery carried out last month at Johns Hopkins Hospital in Baltimore, in which doctors successfully transplanted a penis and scrotum onto a patient who lost his own to an explosive device while serving in Afghanistan.
So this surgery, the first of its kind, involved 11 surgeons working for 14 hours because of its complexity and difficulty. The patient's injuries had been so extensive that not only did doctors need to attach a donor's dick and balls, but also a large chunk of stomach and groin, with the single piece of donor tissue weighing nearly 5 pounds and measuring 10 inches across. Are they measuring from the butthole?
Yeah, they didn't give girth or length, but...
The surgery involved transplanting and connecting skin, muscles, tendons, nerves, bone, and blood vessels. All around, sounds like a total pain in the ass to accomplish.
Yeah, the preparation for the surgery was also a lengthy ordeal. Planning for it began all the way back in 2013 with doctors preparing with mock surgeries on cadavers. Fun. And searching high and low for a donor body that matched the patient's tissue and blood types along with age, skin tone, and most importantly, a match for this poor guy's rare blood type. The operation needed to be both functional and cosmetic, hence the number of surgeons, 9 plastic surgeons and 2 urological specialists.
One of the toughest and most bizarre decisions the team at Johns Hopkins had to make early on in the planning phase was whether or not to also include the donor's testicles in the operation. They ultimately decided against it because it would have allowed the recipient to father a child using a dead man's sperm, which is ethically questionable at best, and at the very least would have made for a tough father-son talk later on. This was my initial question.
No.
But
they said they could have. They're like, it's possible.
But can
it would
he
just
now,
been really weird.
I'm assuming he cannot produce his own semen. This is merely for...
Well, he still has, I think his prostate's good. I think he can still make semen. It just doesn't have any swimmers in it.
Okay.
I believe. I'm not sure how it works. What comes out, I don't know. All you dick fans out there, let us know in the comments down there.
Yeah, all you dick signs.
What comes out? What color is it? Anyway, the patient is apparently recovering nicely now, 4 weeks after the surgery, but as with any transplant, doctors are gonna have to monitor the situation for a long time to make sure the body doesn't reject the new tissue. Ingrateful body. It'll also take around 6 months to regain feeling and sensation down there, and only time will tell how much he really gets back. So far, so good though, and for the unnamed patient, having a dick and balls back on his body again after nearly a decade without them feels good, man. Terrorists lose.
Did he get to pick the size or?
I think they just went with whatever they could get.
I guess that's true.
I think he's happy with whatever he can get. I think the doctors, they're like, we spent so much time on this, it would be not cool to give this guy a micro penis.
That's true.
Like,
yeah.
let's go as average as possible. And as we all know, the average is 2.5 inches.
Yes. Right?
Erect.
Well, good for him. Good for him. I mean, it's not a head transplant, but it's important.
Why didn't they just give him a whole new body?
Sir, we transferred your consciousness.
Yeah.
It was easier than replacing your dick and balls. But yeah, this is a pretty fucking traumatic and embarrassing injury to have. Now, he told the New York Times, quote, "That injury, I felt like it banished me from a relationship. Like, that's it, you're done, you're by yourself for the rest of your life. I struggled with even viewing myself as a man for a long time." He says the injury even made him feel alienated from other injured and disabled vets, saying, quote, "There were times you'd be hanging out and guys would be talking about getting hurt. And that's one of the first things when they get blown up to check down there. And they would say things like, if I lost mine, I'd just kill myself. And I'm sitting there. They didn't know, and I know they didn't mean any offense, but it kind of hits you in the gut."
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also struggled with thoughts of suicide, saying, "When I would actually think about killing myself, I would think, am I really just gonna kill myself over a penis?"
I'm glad he
a
talked
horrible
himself out of
question
it.
to
Yeah.
have to ask yourself.
Yeah.
He says that he ended up taking OxyContin long after he actually needed it for his injuries, just to numb the pain, and that he completely ruled out any romantic relationships or dating out of fear of having to reveal his condition. Now, though, that anxiety seems to be gone, and he says he hopes to eventually be in a relationship, though his main goal now is to finish college, get into medical school, and become a doctor.
Good.
Paying it all forward.
Yeah. And he'll have first-hand experience for when this comes up in the future.
Doc, I don't know. This treatment sounds pretty weird. Oh yeah? Does this look weird? I mean, kind of. Yeah, well, can yours do this? Oh my God.
Unfortunately, this guy's case isn't all that unique. Between 2001 and 2013, 1,367 US servicemen suffered injuries to their genitals. 129 lost one of their testes, 17 lost both, and 86 had severe injuries to the penis. Only around 5 lost their penis completely. Most of these injuries were caused by IEDs in Afghanistan, where troops were often forced to patrol on foot due to rough terrain. There's also evidence that suggests that even bomb blasts that don't leave obvious lasting damage to the testicles can eventually lead to infertility.
Damn terrorists. Luckily, the patient's veteran status seems to have helped secure the donor tissue, since the Johns Hopkins team was required to actually get permission from the donor's family to specifically remove the dead guy's dick and balls and reattach it to another person, which is a hell of a decision to have to make immediately following the death of a loved one. They agreed though, and they sent a nice letter to the patient which said, "We are all very proud that our loved one was able to help a young man that served this country. We're so thankful to say that our loved one would be proud and honored to know he provided such a special gift to you. As a family, we are very supportive of all the men and women who serve our country and grateful for the job you did for this nation. Please know that this is truly a heartfelt statement, as we have several veterans in the family. We hope you can return to better health very soon, and we continue to wish you a speedy recovery."
I wonder what the family thought about potentially having their loved one's semen, if it was an option for the thing.
I think
to
that
maybe have him rear a child from the death of from their loss.
I don't know, man. Like, that's
It's a
such
very big ethical question.
Because so they made the balls decision like way before any like actual.
Wait, so he does or doesn't have balls?
He does not have balls. He's probably got those like ping
He's got
pongs.
the fake balls. So he
Yeah.
has a sack.
Yeah, he's got a sack. He's got some fake balls in there. He's swinging.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they made the decision about the balls like long before
Yeah.
this body thing. But yeah,
That's a huge court case if they wanted to go forward with
if
it.
the family was like, "Yo, take the balls too," but then it's like that kid would be very confused and messed up. So I'm your dad, but I'm not your real dad. Your real dad's dick is here. Also, that's how babies are made, from my balls.
I don't think they would
not
tell him
my
at like
balls.
8 years old.
Also, that family's your family too. Those people 3 states over with the dead dad who's your dad. This is your life.
Hey, whatever. This guy gets to have a dick and balls. It's a good thing.
It's a good thing. It's beautiful. It's a sweet story.
So to be clear though, this isn't the first penis transplant ever, but it is the first full transplant of a penis, scrotum, and abdominal tissue. The first attempt at a penis transplant was back in 2006 in China, which, while technically biologically successful, wasn't successful long term because the patient and his wife elected to have the new penis removed after just 2 weeks because they couldn't deal with the psychological side effects of such an operation. It's crazy that they went through with it and then decided not to.
Must have
Give it a
been
little bit
real
longer.
weird dick.
You can buy something at a store and you get 30 days to figure out if you want to take
they
it
wanted
back.
it out now. Get this alien penis off my balls.
So this kind of thing is a serious concern with this kind of major transplant surgery, with even the latest patient at Johns Hopkins saying, "What tripped me out at first is sometimes I would get a thought like, am I gonna be able to see it as my own? That thought would creep in. But once I had it done, that's the only way I see it. It's mine." Is he talking about like having to jerk off someone else's dick?
I mean, it's just like with any fucking transplant. Usually it's on the inside. Like you get someone else's fucking kidneys or something. It's like whatever, out of sight, out of mind. You get someone else's hand. That's a little weird. But someone else's dick, like that messes with you. Because you're like, it's mine, but I took it off a dead man. So am I jacking a dead man off right now?
This is a weird question, but I guess all of them have been. So his semen doesn't exist. Can he come?
Yeah. Well,
Can he orgasm?
He can't do any of that right
pleasure?
now.
Is it pleasureful to him?
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't gotten to that point yet because the nerves are still healing, but yeah, that's supposedly he will be
Sir,
able
try
to.
not to get a boner for at least 3 weeks. It'd be very painful.
It's true, yeah.
Anyways, back to other dick transplants. In 2015, doctors in South Africa successfully attached a donor penis to a patient who had previously lost his due to a botched ritual circumcision, with the man regaining the ability to pass urine, get erect, orgasm, and ejaculate. So I guess that answers the question there. And the first successful penis transplant here in the US was done back in 2016 on a man who lost his dick to cancer.
Because you have to be scared of that now, too.
Meanwhile, there's an unknown number of other cases where a new penis is crafted by plastic surgeons using tissue from the patient's own body, though in these cases a prosthetic is needed in order to gain an erection, which increases the risk of infection.
Yeah, it's usually like they replace your balls with a little like stress ball thing.
Yeah.
And then you squeeze that to fill up a balloon inside your dick shaft.
Yeah.
That's how you get hard. And
Does it look
and then
like
there's a little quick release button on the bottom to like, all right.
Is there like, it looks like a stress ball attached to one of those slippery joke things you'd buy at like Spencer's? Well, can't hold on to it.
I mean, it's your surgery. I'm sure you could ask for that.
I want a zany dick. I want a dick that looks like a party favor where it gets big and it goes.
I mean, I'm sure the plastic surgeons appreciate it. They're stressing out.
Hey, we like having fun too.
Yeah, they're stressing out trying to make it look like a normal dick. They'd probably love it. Like, oh, no, this is fun now.
Yeah.
You got it, sir. Anyway, when Johns Hopkins first announced plans for their penis transplant operation a few years back, they said they planned to be able to carry it out on dozens of patients, becoming basically the go-to penis transplant destination. So hopefully we get to hear more inspiring stories like this, guys. Free dicks for everyone. Johns Hopkins University, by the way, might be the official university of Weekly Weird News at this point, given all our previous reporting on their work with robotic limbs, ecstasy therapy for terminal cancer patients, and giving psilocybin mushrooms to religious leaders to just sort of see what happens. This is a fun school.
Yeah.
They do the jobs no one else is gonna do. They're like the Vice News of schools.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Keep doing you, Johns Hopkins. Well, let's get into headlines for this week, starting with Uganda president says oral sex is wrong because mouths are meant for eating.
I'm about to blow your mind, Ugandan president.
Yeah.
But there's other things you can eat other than food.
Talking about pussy?
And ass.
Ah.
Shibby can never go to Uganda.
But as we've learned with Shibby, you gotta be careful because eating ass can get someone pregnant.
You can get them pregnant, yeah. Yeah, if you
I do like that this Ugandan president is just taking everything at face value, though. Like, listen, I eat with my mouth. That's all it's good for.
Yeah, but you breathe with it too.
Yeah, and you talk and
how about that?
communicate. Whatever.
Yeah, you can chew gum. This guy, he's I don't know. It's like also as the president, like why
are you saying
fucking
this?
bring this up?
Yeah.
Well, apparently it's because he's a huge homophobe.
Ah.
He thinks it's like a conspiracy by the gays to teach straight people about sucking dicks.
Weird.
Yeah.
Seems like a topic he should.
Sounds like he doesn't
let
know
us
the
slide.
way.
Sorry. Dead
Sorry,
racist
I
meme.
did it. I did the thing. A high noon showdown. GOP contender challenges rival to shootout.
Cool.
Party of personal responsibility.
Yeah. Did he bring out a glove and slap him in the face?
No, it never actually happened. The guy turned it down. But it was basically, it's two Republicans. One of them got the NRA, he got the endorsement from him. And the other guy was pissed because he's like, I love guns way more than that other guy. We should prove who loves guns the most by having a gun contest.
Duel.
And whoever loses has to quit.
I was thinking a duel where like they shoot each other.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure. I'm sure he would have offered that if it was like legal, but no, they were just gonna do like
in traditional.
They were gonna do like a skeet shooting contest.
Skeet.
And the guy kept like insulting the guy who got the endorsement. He's like, you come down and bring your gun. I'll give you one if you don't have one yourself.
Yeah.
Just being a jerk.
It's like when that guy that was running for president rode around in a tank and everyone was like, boo!
Michael Dukakis.
Yeah, Dukakis.
Or like when Roy Moore tried to ride a horse. Like, I'm a cowboy from Alabama. This is where the Cowboys are from, right? No? About 2,000 miles off? Okay.
Roll Tide. Nova Scotia Tory leadership candidate worries weed will make Nova Scotians lazy like the Jamaicans. Whoa! Wow!
I don't see how what I said is racist.
Has he?
Oh, it's a lady. It's a blonde white lady.
Maybe she went there on vacation and she's like, this is great, everyone's just relaxing.
She's never even been there. She says her Jamaican friend said weed made Jamaica lazy. So it's like, guys, I'm not being racist. My friend, who totally exists and is Jamaican,
goes to a different school though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just really stupid. I mean, in addition to being like racist, xenophobic, it's also just wrong. I mean, fucking, you look at like countries like the Netherlands where weed is basically legal, or states like Colorado, people are doing just fine. Also, Jamaica has really strict marijuana laws.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
It's like pretty much a felony down there. So.
It sounds like she's an idiot.
Yeah, it sounds like, well, she's running She's trying to become the leader of the Tory party, so maybe she'll fit right in.
Could
Ba-da-ba, Canadian political humor. Schools are removing analog clocks from exam halls as teenagers cannot tell the time. How about you make that the first question on the exam?
Yeah, every exam.
What time is it?
Yes. It's really not that hard. I
know.
The numbers are right there.
These are like high school
There's
students.
only 2 hands on it.
Yeah.
Just deductive reasoning will tell you the time eventually.
It's real weird.
So one of the hands is pointing at the 6, and the other one...
Too many hands.
Yeah.
But the day's 24 hours long. Why is there only 12 here? Yeah.
We should go back to military.
No, hey, fuck that. Don't change the clocks. Make it the first question on the test and the last question on the test.
Yeah. That way you also know how long they took.
Yeah.
Use it against them. Ugh.
Massachusetts preschool bans kids from using the term best friend.
Because it makes other friends feel bad?
Yeah.
That's true? That's why they did it?
That's what they said.
What? Well, that's stupid.
Yeah, it is stupid. But what's also stupid is that the mom of the kid who was told not to say this, she's like, well, I'm just gonna pull my kid out of preschool altogether.
Wow.
Like, well, now your kid has
No
friends.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Well, thank God MySpace died because they would have been really upset about the top 8 situation. That was
Tom is my best friend.
ruthless.
Yeah, it was. It really
Oh,
was.
you took me off your top 8? I see how it is.
Forgot. Yeah, there was a lot of fucking drama around the top 8.
You always knew when people broke up because their girlfriends or boyfriends would be taken off the top 8.
It was the most fucking passive aggressive way in the world to like show
that you were done with
you're
someone.
done with someone. Yeah.
Yeah. Take that.
Friendship ended with scene girl number 5.
Yeah.
My scene girl number 8 is
Rawr,
my best
XD.
friend. I am the evil penguin.
Yeah.
Pulls out Spork.
Father, son busted for trafficking ecstasy in Detroit, impersonating Tim Allen, Tracy Morgan. Well, this is perfect because Tim Allen did traffic a large amount of cocaine in the 70s.
Yeah, I mean, if he was doing it today.
Then he ratted everyone out.
That's right.
And then became Tim the Toolman
Tim
Taylor.
Allen's a total narc.
Tim the Toolman Taylor was one of those like FBI fake names they gave him. And then he went and screwed things up by getting famous.
Yeah. I think that's what happened.
Witness protection didn't work that time
His
around.
mugshot is wild. He looks like a pimp.
So, I mean, the obvious question here is which one was playing Tracy Morgan?
I think the son.
Okay.
They were basically just using these names on like order forms for shit like pill presses and like chemicals that they were ordering from China.
Yeah.
But like
The dad's ecstasy had a little hammer printed on it.
well, it just made apparently it was the thing like police noticed first.
Yeah.
Because this is in Michigan. Tim Allen's from Michigan. He's like a local celebrity. So they're like, Tim Allen, we should look into this more.
Yeah.
You
We've already
fucking
busted
idiots.
him once.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be stupid enough to do it again, right? Well, this happened. They got busted. Oh, it's in Detroit. I thought, for some reason, I thought Denver, but
Nope.
yeah.
Detroit.
Rough.
City of dreams.
Dogs cannot get autism. British Veterinary Association warns after anti-vax movement spreads to pets.
I don't know, man. My dog is like really bad at taking my human social cues. I think he might have autism. When I tell him, hey, go to the couch, sit down and shut up.
It just looks at me.
He just comes at my hands and licks me. Like
Yeah.
completely the opposite of what I asked him to do. I'm pretty sure he has autism and I'm pretty sure it's from that parvo vaccine.
Yeah.
They said, oh.
Dogs get a lot of vaccinations, Elliot.
They do. My dog's full of them and she's borderline, she's on the spectrum for sure.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I don't know what to believe.
yeah, I mean.
Do I believe my own uneducated guesses about what my dog is suffering from, or do I believe a veterinarian whose job it is to
Did you know unvaccinated dogs can speak English?
That's why they keep them vaccinated. They don't want them to take over.
That's right. That's right. It's all a globalist plot, and
The deep state is so deep.
it goes so deep.
It's so deep. It's
So
like the
deep.
Mariana Trench.
Yeah.
The Marinara Trench.
The marinade,
The best trench.
the deep state,
That's what they
deep
should
dish
call.
state.
That's what they should call unlimited spaghetti at Olive Garden.
the marinara trench.
Go on down to the Olive Garden when you're here, your family. Try out the new Marinara Trench. Unlimited pasta,
It's just a
breadsticks.
trough they bring out, like 4 feet deep.
Yeah.
You'll never reach the
Little
bottom.
breadstick submarine.
No human has ever reached the bottom.
Little breadstick submarines going around. I love it.
Hire us.
You're welcome, Olive Garden.
It's all these free ideas all the
Yeah.
time.
This show's, you know what? Big companies, their executives, they're all watching this show for
Yeah.
ideas. It's all the views we get. It's all big marketing.
Big business.
Yeah.
InfoWars' Alex Jones says he's being defamed by defamation suits.
Well, at least he knows how it feels. Maybe that's the whole goal.
No, I think the goal is to punish him for
Yes.
harassing the families of dead kindergartners. Because that's why he's being fucking sued.
Yes.
Because he called Sandy Hook a psyop with
False
crisis
flag.
actors. While it was
he finally
fucking
admitted
happening.
that it was a real thing.
He admitted it was a real thing because he's fucking being sued.
Yeah.
And he thinks he can just erase, unlist the YouTube video. What do you mean? I said it was real right here.
Sorry, I was all hopped up
I hope
on,
they take him for every fucking
I was
cent
all
he
hopped
has.
up on male vitality pills when I said
And
that.
a bowl of chili. I had a bowl of chili. You know what happens to me when I get a bowl of chili? I don't even remember my own kids' names.
True.
Powder in car during DUI arrest was grandpa's ashes, not drugs, report says.
So, yeah, the police pulled these people over and they're like, look at all that cocaine there in a giant urn.
I mean, the police had pretty probable cause here. The driver, I think, was drunk.
Yeah.
Crashed his car into like a pole.
Well, his grandpa just died.
It wasn't even his grandpa. He was borrowing the car from the guy whose dad died.
Wait, that's weirder than what the headline
They were
implies.
keeping the ashes in like bags you would use for like an ounce of cocaine.
Well, that's
multiple bags.
Wait, there was multiple bags?
Yeah, it looked.
They wanted to drop grandpa off in a couple places that he liked?
Like in you hear about a lot of this shit with cops, and you're like, what a bunch of idiots. But like in this case, I'm like, yeah, the guy was clearly driving while impaired, had 2 baggies of a mysterious white substance in his glove box.
Yeah.
And
That's it. Snort it right now.
Also, I don't think the guy who was driving even knew they were there.
Oh yeah, probably not.
That's not mine.
Oh yeah, so it made him like even more
Yeah.
incriminating. Like,
Yeah.
That's not mine.
Yeah.
Grandpa was a geocacher, and he wants his ashes spread in multiple locations with identifying marks and coordinates.
Yeah. So
Keeping it in bags isn't weird though. It was like my mom's friends' grandpas died when I was a kid, and they just had it in like a Ziploc bag.
get a fucking urn.
No. They tossed it out on the ocean.
Oh. At least put it in a coffee thing like
Yeah.
Walter. Or,
Yeah, no, they just put it in a Ziploc bag and like
Donnie.
the guy, it was weird as a kid. I'm just remembering this now, but they had it in a Ziploc bag and then the guy windsurfed out into the ocean and dropped it in the ocean. Must have loved windsurfing too.
No, he hated it. I love it though.
Yes, I got the last laugh on
I
that
just
one.
needed an excuse to go out on the waves.
Hey, look, everyone's gonna watch me windsurf. Yeah.
Knife-wielding seal sends message not to litter. Better not.
He'll get you.
No, it's a seal in Hawaii that found a knife in the water and then was walking around with a knife in his
Oh, and so the message is sent by us humans who
the
interpret it.
image is a message. Wow, we shouldn't litter.
Yeah, because the seal can
animals
get a
are
knife.
eating knives.
And then they'll kill us all.
Yeah. I mean, he looked like he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
Back up.
Whenever those crabs get a hold of a knife, they're terrifying.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And why does it happen so often? Because humans think it's funny?
Yeah. We're giving the crabs guns and knives.
Yeah.
Just being like, oh, what's the worst that could happen?
I've always, it's always on the internet, you'll see a crab holding a knife and smoking a cigarette.
Yep.
Why are they doing this?
Because it's funny.
It's kind of sad.
I'm a crab. I grab onto things you give me.
Disney erects giant Woody at Hollywood Studios. I think this is in Florida though.
Yeah, they knew what they were doing though.
Yeah.
Disney erects giant Woody.
Yeah. It's not a penis as the title would imply, or as you would assume Disney's track record of putting giant penises in everything.
We are
but-
happy to erect this massive, throbbing 20-foot Woody here at Hollywood Studios Orlando.
There's a snake in my boots.
There's a snake in my pants.
Anyways, it was a fun headline for whoever wrote it.
Yeah. Yeah, down in Orlando, I mean,
They're having fun.
they're having fun.
Disney's probably pissed.
Yeah.
But it's truth. It's the truth. They can't even sue him.
Damn it, it is a giant Woody.
We never thought
And we
of that.
did erect it. Well, that's our show, guys.
Yeah. What an interesting.
New
episode.
Tugs asked the question, does God of War suck?
We don't know.
I don't know. You'll have to watch the entire episode to find out. Also, on a new episode of Tech News Day, you can get a Fortnite scholarship to go to college. And
Yeah. Why not?
yeah,
Just do it.
so
You're already good. You're basically the next ninja. You might as well go for it.
Get good, student.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.